Hello,
Hello, how are you? I'm Jeff.
I'm Andrew. Nice to meet
Nice to
you.
meet you.
And I'm going to be the speech language pathologist that's going to be helping your son RJ out. And I'm basically just here to gather some information on his strengths as well as his communication weaknesses.
Alright.
So it'll probably just take about 10 minutes or so, and we'll just run through about 20 questions.
Alright, that's fine.
All right, whenever you're ready to start, we can begin.
I'm ready whenever you are.
Okay. Roger James RJ, he was born on September 20th, 2009. Is this correct?
No, actually, that's his brother.
Oh, okay.
I accidentally switched him up. Must have. He was born September 27th, 2007.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I tend to mix them up a little
That's
bit.
fine. All right, I'll correct that here now. Okay. Yeah, that makes a little more sense. I wasn't sure when I was going over the paperwork. The next question I have for you is, can you explain RJ's interests? Anything that you feel like he enjoys?
Yeah, he loves anything to do with wheels, like car trucks or any kind of play toys or anything.
Okay.
He also really likes SpongeBob. He can watch every episode of SpongeBob all day.
Okay.
Yeah, he also loves the water. Spends a lot of time in the pool. He also likes to go on our boat.
Okay, great. Okay, and the next one is, tell me about concerns that you have for RJ.
I'm concerned with his speech.
Okay.
I'm not really able to understand him. Not only me, but family,
Mhm.
friends, teachers in the past. Most of the time, I can't understand him at all.
Okay. And the next question I have is, who was it that referred RJ?
His kindergarten teacher did.
Okay.
She was having the same problem as us. She couldn't understand him while he was in class.
Okay. And the next one is, tell me a little bit about RJ's history of development.
Yeah, as soon as he could speak, he's had difficulties. At about the age of 2, he spoke about 2 words. I thought in time it would improve, but it hasn't. When he was 3, he was probably around 15 words,
Okay.
all of which were hard to understand. I also noticed as time went on, his speech got worse.
Okay. Next one is, explain any services that you feel that RJ's had in the past, any speech services.
He has not had any services yet. I thought he would grow out of it out of time. So
Yeah.
this is his first
Alrighty.
service.
This will be his first time.
Yep.
Okay. The next one is, tell me about RJ's medical history. Anything that I should know from the time he was born and up until now?
Yeah, he was actually born 3 months premature.
Oh, wow. Okay.
He was at All Children's Hospital intensive care unit for 4 months after his birth.
Okay.
After his release, he developed an upper respiratory infection and returned to the hospital 2 weeks later.
Okay.
When he was 4 years old, he was diagnosed with asthma. His school has an inhaler too, in which they closely monitor his breathing.
Okay.
I would say at least once a month he needs his inhaler. So it's been a crazy ride from the beginning.
Yeah, it sounds like it. Okay. That's very helpful. And the next one, this will be about halfway through after this one. So the next one is, can you describe RJ's family history? Anything I should know about maybe siblings or?
Yes, RJ has two brothers who
Okay.
all have problems with their speech in the past too, but over time they all seem to grow out of it. None of them qualified for speech services when they were in kindergarten. Me and my wife, Lacey, went to speech therapy throughout elementary school too, although far less severe.
Okay.
Like RJ, we never started speech therapy until kindergarten. I
Okay.
also believe that a part of it could be genetics.
Genetic
since
related. Mm-hmm.
Most people in the family have had it, so.
Right. Okay. That could be. Tell me about a time when RJ has had trouble in a social situation. Maybe, with his friends or anything like that.
Yeah, when he's with his friends, they all show frustration with him because they can't really understand him that well, and he gets frustrated when they can't really communicate. One time he was home from school crying because one of his friends didn't want to be his friend because
Aw.
he didn't really talk to him that much. So that was sad.
Yeah, that is sad. Okay. The next one is describe RJ's strengths.
Strengths. He has a lot of strengths. He loves to talk. He talks with anyone. He's
Okay.
not hesitant with it. He'd be at the grocery store and he'd start talking to the cashier.
Okay.
His speech definitely doesn't hold him back from talking.
Well, okay. That's always good. Now the next one is kind of the opposite end of the spectrum. I'm gonna have you explain RJ's weaknesses.
Weaknesses.
Yes.
I mean, he has trouble repeating what others have said.
Okay.
So like, he can understand it, but you just don't really understand what the repeated word is.
Okay.
I would say about 90% of the time you can't really understand what he's saying.
Okay.
Roughly.
All right. And tell me about RJ's schooling prior to kindergarten. This would be.
Before kindergarten, he went to preschool. His teacher was also concerned with his speech as well. I thought it would be something that he would just grow out of like his brother and I did, so.
Okay. The next one that I have for you is there any, can you explain the sounds that you believe that are most difficult for RJ?
It's hard to pick out a certain sound over the other because it's all kind of bad, so. I mean, they all seem kind of unclear to me.
Okay.
Yeah, there's not one better word or another that you can explain.
Alrighty. Next one is these next couple are gonna just be kind of tough for a lot of people to answer, but they're just gonna be rough estimates. So the next one is approximately how many different words does RJ use currently?
Yeah, I would say around 100 different words, although
Okay.
since it's hard for him to be understood, he could be saying more different words or he could even be saying the same words, I just can't really understand it.
Okay.
So I would say around 100, yeah.
Okay. And this will be the last one. And it's provide an estimate of RJ's sentence length. Something maybe as long as sentence, something like that.
I would say there are probably around 8 to 10 word sentences. It also depends on what he's talking about. If he's excited to talk about something, it could be longer or could be shorter words. But yeah, I would say around 8 or so.
Okay, that sounds good. Wow, I feel like as I go through here, we've covered a lot. I just want to give you a chance. If you had any questions for me, I'd be happy to answer them.
I've got a couple of questions. What can me and my wife be doing at home to help him out?
Okay. What I will be doing throughout the sessions as we move forward in the future is I'll be giving you a take-home sheet, and it'll just be, a few questions on there, a few activities that you'll be able to do with RJ, and that's the best way you can help him is just by following what I give you and working together as a team.
I know it's important for him to do it at home, do it all the time instead of just at school.
Can't be always in therapy or in school. We want him to do it in all different settings, so definitely.
And with his kindergarten teacher, are you going to be communicating with her, or should we, or how is that going to work?
Yeah, that'll definitely be my job. What I will do is I will take a look at her curriculum and compare with mine, and I'll have similar activities to what they're doing in school. So that way, me and the teacher are on the same page. RJ will be on the same page with different things, and that'll be up to me to do. And I think that's definitely an important point because being on the same page with the teacher is very important.
Yeah, definitely. And what days or how many days a week approximately will you have him?
We haven't had an exact schedule yet, but I think what it'll be either be a Monday, Wednesday, or Tuesday, Thursday, and about 1 hour each time. So that'll be about 2 hours each week. So nothing too intense, but it's enough to definitely make a difference, and you'll see that in time.
I hope so.
Yeah. Is there anything else?
I think that'll be it.
All right. Next one I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take RJ in the playroom and just interact with him for about an hour. And after that, we'll come back and regroup and we'll go from there.
All right, sounds good.
And I just want to thank you again for, going through all these questions. It'll help me as well as RJ and you. So
thank you very much. I appreciate
you're welcome.
your
Thank
service.
you.
Thank
Good
you.
to meet you.
You too.
Bye-bye.